life insurance or say actually no worries. Import life insurance or how be any actually and none of pay yari good on some papa and a day ebra war na mea me join the ebra and pay no me din at Richard sir a champon over to fam Richardo Suarez Pepe minimini aketo Emmanuel Owusu and pay Tinkonyano woba ebe piema and none pay answer de bano ano shibruta when him said the Black Star Lions of Ghana wamo aye the national male soccer under 20 team wamo ekodemo awo wafo zombie enso ewo Togo enu Ghana ye last group game epaso ema enkurimdie akọ adiama the Black Star Lions of Ghana na say qualification akọ adiama the Black Star Lions of Ghana and apembe won some ebro when him see akọ beach soccer na penya oda beach soccer no aye ya ampo for ankra what the explanation about dientia anyoma ankoyi amfama ye ewo beach soccer no me eno so ebro ya enya sebketwa anopai mame ankayo se uram na kopiema executive committee member former ESCO member of the Ghana Football Association opinion Dele Samuel enim ato wade nsam bi atotwa ano ɔhye yɛba bɛyi adiama o kan sɛ yɛbɛkɔ nsuatrɛman ne yɛkɔ akɔyɛ adwuma na nsuatrɛman head coach ɛyɛ yɛaprɛko yɛ rush wakasa president of nsuatrɛman honorable Ignatius Bafowua enso akasa anapa mawura hɔ mɛba bɛpie mu ɛwɔ coach from Manso ne team LED the Ghana Premier League on a hard to fuck our game na coach from Manso what the preparation be na kopiem our Accra what won some aba me the bro and anapa hard to fuck a communications director Kwame Operado and some aba tuja at the father Continental Club Masters ho anapa me the something na at the April Prosper Nete Ogum Asante Kotoko head coach one also anapa me no won some aba and after latest on Asante Kotoko the Kings project yade I want some eba etinana drop a video bako afama me pe video awo the Kings project na yam fan to dwa say we a latest uram awo adakoja chia atie from radio sa asase ba bia da wa nyina yi asat we aye last Saturday say na net here Saturday na hada ho sa area we a uhwe me pese o hwe ni pa esan sa me pa Asante Kotoko constructed Astro Kotoko constructed artificial field. I was outside hey baby asasi way baby a video uhwe ya. Me the who details about project no ne funding project no duration project no ehoka contractors be na and a pay nyina no latest if you adakoja che ya me de emawa say old train pitch no ho ana omo the new pitch na makacho say hybrid grass and I'm paying for area and no any afe and none of pay maybe more latest every adekoja che na oso hu say wamo construct artificial turf we don't seven ever but before that mamingremu our the national under 20 male soccer team the Black Star Lions of Ghana under 20 no more group A na in group A Ghana Togo Benin and Niger and near what's our group no and uramu now chekia essence Ghana yen first game ye board draw 2-2 yen second game ye dinkunim and we need game no by 2-0 and after third game ye boy no and also ye board draw with the host Togo ye echo ball 1-1 I was our game no more and to Ghana in 3 games ye boy no ye points no Emako enum and so the Black Star Lions of Ghana and you 5 points our group no and ochakia second ekwaye Niger ye into the last round of matches no na Niger was just a point nemo Niger one we ni omo game no and Togo a ball draw enti say and a final group standings ekwaye Ghana ye about 3 games ye we need back draw me no defeat Ghana share 5 goals concede yes 5 concede 2 until odwani HMA na as a Black Star Lions no a topic group no with 5 points Niger one also atoso bienu one anya 4 points Togo toso biesa onya 3 points and a Benin etwa to a one anya 2 points group no dia kwakosie and so now Ghana a winning group no and Ghana atwan si ebewura mu na fe yene the second place team ɛwɔ group B na group B no teams ɛwɔ no masa na ano ɔhyɛ paa La Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria ɛna Burkina Faso wɔnom ɛwɔ group B ɛsiane sɛ saa games no ɛnso nyame adom a ɛnɛ ɛna ɔmo wie nti no ɛnɛ na Ghana yɛbɛhu yɛn opponent ɛwɔ the first semi-final game na saa game no ɛbɛyɛ between Ghana yɛwini yɛ group no yɛne second place team a ofiri group B ɛba yɛmfa nto yɛ sɛ saa group B no yɛka sɛ obia wɔ chance so wɔ qualify ɛyɛ 3 nations pɛ ɛna na ɛwɔ hɔ ɛti obia ɛwɔ fair chance so wɔbɛ qualify na sɛ wɔhwɛ saa group no a Nigeria, Burkina Faso and La Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana yɛbɛtumi ahyia mu bia na saa game aba so yɛmfa nto dwa sɛ ɛwɔ Stade du Municipal ɛwɔ Togo nyame adom Asante October 27 2024 ɛna saa game no ɛnso ɛba so a yɛde wo nsɛm no ɛde ato dwa ɛde ama yɛn atiefoɔ enti ɛnɛ wɔmobɔ group no wie a yɛbɛhu yɛn opponents yɛmfa nto dwa sɛ wɔfo zone B ana 20 championship a ɛkɔ so yi sɛsei Ghana yɛmpae bɔ nyinaa woyɛ Ghanani a ɛmpae a wobɔ ɛne sɛ yɛbɛ qualify to the next stage of the competition anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi anya a final ticket ɛti semi-final game no Ghana qualify pɛ na ɛsɛ 2 nations yɛbɛ qualify no yɛn nyinaa yɛkɔ akɔpie mu ɛwɔ the African Youth Championship proper no African Youth Championship no yɛkɔ a all 4 semi-finalists qualify ɛde akɔ the World Youth Championship World Cup no saa ɛna teɛ enti mpaebɔ a anɔpa yi yɛn nyinaa yɛbɔ ɛne sɛ yɛbɛtumi na nyame adom a on Sunday whoever our opponent will be Ghana bɛsɛ no yɛhyɛ ne sɛ kim a yɛqualify ɛkɔ the African Youth Championship Africa Under 20 Championship no yɛkɔ hɔ ne yɛtumi wuram ɛkɔ semi-finals kim na hɔ nso yɛpiem ɛwɔ World Cup a kae sɛ in 2009 15 years ago Ghana ɛkɔgye gold medal ɛnso ɛwɔ ɔman ne den ɛde Egypt ɛbra World Youth Championship no ɛba so now from the Black Sunlight of Ghana mekɔ Black Sharks into panyan dede yaw ampofo Ankara ɔyɛ chairman of the Beach Soccer Committee Ghana yɛn beach soccer no president ɔdano ɛyɛ ampofo Ankara kae sɛ Ghana yɛkɔ ekopie mu ɛwɔ African Beach Soccer no na African Beach Soccer Ghana ekopie mu no onim sɛ yɛbɔ 3 games yɛhyɛ baako yɛhyɛ Tanzania 10-3 na nyagoro dia kan de wɔnom edufu yɛ enti an qualify to the next stage of the competition ɛno ɛna yɛ ampofo Ankara sɛ ɛyɛ poor preparations ɛna ama Ghana yɛn to qualify no mum yɛkɔ valuable lessons ɛde free hɔ a going forward no ɛbɛ guide Black Sharks.
Similar conditions, similar motivation, training. It's been training for at least 1 month before tournament, not 9 days now. I think we would have done much better. It is unfortunate, but I don't want it to be said. They're making excuses there. It is the reality. We only trained for 9 days before coming to Egypt, and then of course we had, let's say 2 days, but 1 full day to prepare for the opening game. But Abanisa, we have to take it like that and learn our lessons and move forward. By those we'll be able to play 1 or 2 more matches depending on the result of this game. Which is remember in time, the girls are going to give 100% as well.
ɛno ɛyɛ yaw ampofo Ankara ɔyɛ chairman ɛdema the Beach Soccer Committee ɛna ɔkyerɛm sɛ wɔn anhyɛ da anya preparations papa na wɔn kɔduru Egypt koraa no wɔn ɛyɛ just 1 day of training ɛna wɔn hyɛ tournament ase ɔsɛ Ghana ha nso ɛyɛ 9 days pɛ ɛna wɔn timi ɛyɛ campaign ɛyɛ preparations ɛnso ɛde ɛkɔbɔ game na ɛde wɔn nsɛm no ɛde ɛto dwa ɛde ama yɛn akyɛfoɔ now yɛba Baba Yara Sports Stadium exclusively meka kyerɛw so ɔpanyin ne den ɛde Bawa Majid ɔyɛ Deputy Director General the DDG wɔn ɛba ɔne ne team ɛfiri nkran inspection ɛkɔ so nyame ayadom ama nnura inspection ɛkɔ so na of course Trust Akoma 87.9 FM sɛ biribi ɛkɔ so hɔ bia no yɛ report ɛde ama wo eti as we said yesterday inspection ɛba so ɛwɔ Kumase Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Now we can report so according to the Deputy Director General or initial plan yeah omudi kan fa here chenie pa on se be break animal so mo hwe say a national stadium nyina with the exception of Tamale there on person mo ye no the standard FIFA AstroTurf nemom diaka no nanka adwene say wo mo efa contractors be from Netherlands normal ba nankomo aba be hybrid grass e dia maye enra enkomo e course no ya so ekotete wa ya tibie no ɛne sɛ hybrid grass no ne maintenance ɛyɛ more expensive ɛde kyɛn the natural grass. Na ɛnura mpanyinfoɔ no bae no wɔn se indeed Baba Nyara Sports Stadium grass na yɛdua the quality of pitch no ɛkyɛn Accra Sports Stadium a yɛde ɛbɔ yɛ last game no kora no wɔn se ɛkyɛn no ntia no ɛna sɛ sɛ deɛ mpanyinfoɔ no decide sɛ deɛ wɔn bɛyɛ ɛne sɛ they will continue na yɛyi so natural grass yɛ yɛbɛtɔ so ne yɛyi so natural grass na mmom maintenance culture no ɛna ɛsɛ kɔ soro ɛsiane sɛ ɛno ɛho ɛka no ɛnkyɛ da ɛni so as compared to the artificial one. Na ɛnura inspection ɛkɔ so ma yɛmfa nto twa sɛ akoma sports ɛbɛtumi aka ɛkame a sɛ mpanyinfoɔ identify sɛ baabi ɛwɔ hɔ a asɛ saa baabi korɔ no wode w'ani akyerɛ mu a asɛ hɔ asolopi kakra enti ɛnura inspectors no anasɛ inspection team no atwe ɔmo adwuma si so ɔmo nhwɛ no mo nya wɔ adwuma kakra enti no ayɛ the first one a wɔn ɛde ɛto ɔmo anim afei ɔmo kyerɛ mu a baabi asa wode nsuo no gu so a nsuo no stagnate wɔ hɔ na hɔ no ayɛ waterlog ɛhɔ no ayɛ sɛ afro memfa mmra twi sɛ bɛyɛ bɛte aseɛ yie paa enti nsuo no gyinagyina hɔ enti ndwane yie enti hɔ nso ɔmo nhwɛ na ɔmo nya wɔ adwuma. I can tell you sɛ wei ɛyɛ the two nneɛma a mpanyinfoɔ ehuyɛ yɛ a wɔn atwe the Asante regional NSC wɔn atwe ɛde asi so especially pitch maintenance team no etu wɔn kyɛm a ɔnam park no so a asɛ baabi eslopi kakra. That is the first one. Second one ɛne sɛ ɛyɛ baabi a asɛ nsuo no stagnate wɔ hɔ eti ama hɔ ayɛ waterlog no wɔn nhwɛ no mo nya wɔ adwuma. Ɛnura inspection no was carried out led by the deputy director general. Opinion de ɛde Bawa Majid ɛna ɔmo ɛyɛ adwuma no yɛ but the high points ɛne sɛ Baba Sports Stadium pitch no mpanyinfoɔ sɛ wei ɛyɛ papa ɛde kyɛn Accra Sports Stadium deɛ no wɔn ahwɛ quality of pitch na ɛwɔ ha na ɛwɔ soro paa ɛde kyɛn Accra Sports Stadium deɛ na wei nso ɛkakra efiri ɔba ɛne ɛde ho nsɛm no ɛde ɛto dwa ɛde ama kyerɛfoɔ a mo tie akoma 87.9 FM yɛmfa nto dwa sɛ final examination date ɛbɛsan aba so mpanyinfoɔ ahyɛ da amba bɛyɛ the final examination na saa final examination no ɛbɔ so a na afei deɛ wɔn nso ɛfrɛ CAF mpanyinfoɔ sɛ CAFfoɔ mo mmra Baba Sports Stadium ɛnneɛma a moka aseɛ nyɛ nyinaa yɛwie yɛayɛ biribi awie eti mo mmra yɛ na mo mmra ɛmɛ final inspection na mo nsan gye Baba Sports Stadium ɛntum si yɛbɛtumi ɛde abɔ international games a wɔn nso ɛde firi ɔbamde ho nsɛm no ɛde ɛto dwa ɛde ama yɛn ɛtiefo. Now from Safela no ɛwɔ Baba Nyara Sports Stadium medimani kyerɛ mu meekɔ akɔpie mu ɛwɔ former executive committee member of the Ghana Football Association etinana mame ɔpanya ne den ɛde Samuel Anim Ado wɔno ɛyɛ president ɛde ma young apostles wɔn bɔ bɔkɔ no medase paa ɔpanyi ɛde nsɛm ato dwa ɔse hwɛ wɔyɛ sɛdeɛ football community no ɛne aban no yɛsie nneɛma wɔ kurom a I say we don't exactly know where we are going. We don't know what we are doing. As a born and said, no, so no there. Osha numerous opportunities of football at the bar, at the more mine. Now Osha said he is target now. A poor. However, he feels the position of the brand is poor and work needs to be done. And just your position brand in here, Ghana football, no, your position here, or can be at the affair refereeing and your day now. Yenche and Sama, Sami and him Ado exclusively. On Emmanuel Osuleta, it is uncommon.
The state of Ghana football is, I can say we are in a state where sometimes it's like we don't know what we want, or we know what we want, but we are not going for it, or the state also thinks it is for, they've left it for us. But I can tell you that football's impact in the economy is beyond the numbers that they, including what the statistics department brought. Football's impact, you see these boys, some of them can be armed robbers, some of them can be junkies and all that, but we change their lives. And one player comes, when he goes to Europe, he changed the entire life of a lot of generation in his community. It's sad that we don't get the needed support. But I can say sometimes we are also part of it. Some of us don't do what we have to do right to position the brand well. When I had the opportunity to be on the school, there are a lot of things I wish would have gone the way I want, but I didn't go. I'm not the final authority. The same way there are some things that were very positive. One area that to me needs to really, we need to really work on is how to be attractive to corporate organizations. What are we doing? We discussed this at Congress, and we are also seeing some challenges of officiating also affecting the brand. And when you talk, somebody will say this and that. Some of the referees are a disappointment. It's like, it's not that they are not good, it's just that they just don't know. They just, sometimes you don't understand what they do, and these things are affecting our brand.
We and in your man affected the brand, you know, into opinion and some nim ado former exco member and the son some onye. Yeah, we says a Ghana Premier League, no, a chassis na okase ureti league na, and I say, oh, league way, member 6 out of 10. That's a 60%. I don't know. Also work out to be done there. Minimum for now. Already league now. 6 out of 10.
Give us our Premier League now. I'll say 6 because a lot of the quality we produce, unfortunately, all of us we have to let them go. And so they stay. If Dreams had kept their team, they would have qualified again. Samatex qualified to the Africa, but they couldn't go further. The same thing applies to in Swatrema because the quality, even they want to go and buy, they won't get what they want to buy. You get me? So, but we are not that bad because most of our players go to Europe and perform well. Even our Division 1 players and second division players. You saw the boy went to Barcelona. You saw the other boys in the other league. So it tells we have a lot of quality. But it is up to us to also work collectively to improve. And you, the media, must also help us because the negativity on our brand is also too much.
No, I same anim ato then some I don't know yem free way na ma free wanchi me ba ma bedru swatre nti magina e won swatre ho na odwani echema after 7 games e Ghana Premier League no nswatreman at the 7th position with 10 points. Head coach ya preko etimame ya rush na ya preko na ekasei and was last season nswatreman for 84th e Ghana Premier League and omoje the FA Cup anya hwe no ono kwadi ade preko person maintain status quo no se ono de obai no se o improve o mpo a and trade omo ye last season at least and said omo ye no timi replicate sa performance no e to ne mranche no akasa no so no o gidie mapa e woni place ne mu safi top 4 on betimi awuram na fe so o mapom mo de ye pa no mu swatema FA Cup no o ma so betimi e defend we ya preko head coach and swatema name any.
It's a difficult one. Like we all know, Maxwell top 4 FA Cup, and you need to beat it. They've seen glory, you get me. So they got into a stage that you also have to make sure you are there. You get your boys there. It's going to be a different challenge, but we'll be up for it. Sustain, if possible, better what he did. That's all. Very, 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 very difficult when you look at. But hey, that's the nature of the league. Every match is going to be very, very difficult, especially when you win the FA Cup. You've won it a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. So everybody wants to beat you. When you are defending champion, everybody wants to beat you. So you have to be ready for it. And it's a challenge they've put in on themselves, by winning the FA and placing 4th. So I'm also throwing that challenge to them that let's go for it and see how far we can get. In football, everything is possible. In life, everything is possible. Everything is possible. But like I keep saying, game after game, one hurdle at a time.
Yes, one hurdle at a time, a game after game, match after match. We opinion the day and ya preko. Na ya preko kasawie ya. And a president at the Nswatema Football Club. One the day at the Honorable Ignatius Bafo Awa and was oh yes coach akasa de nemom yam fa pressure bia emesi amranche no so no kwasam se league yiwe no mo top half of the table or not as president or okay afi osehwe ade ba ko hia no ene kwan be for so betumi a polish talent obo on be develop talent no matria transfer nkodan ama number 1 nkodan be ye omo kofa sika ba team nankasa enso ebenya bibi and to say they want to have more young players in the team so that they can develop them and transfer them. And no, the main targeter one and so adjuma president Edema Nswatema Football Club.
I am looking forward to the day that all the 11 players on the field playing for Nswatema will be below 20. We can't just move there now, but it's a project we are working towards. So come 2-3 years time, I hope we'll be able to achieve that. We don't want to put pressure on him. This is his first season with the team. I just want him to feel free. All we want him to avoid is help us avoid relegation pressures. But from the middle half of the league upwards, I don't have any target for him. All I told him is that he shouldn't allow pressure to be on him. He should feel free, do whatever he wants best, be able to develop the young ones. If you put too much pressure on him, winning the league will necessarily mean that he may have to do with mature players. In that case, we'll be missing our target. Our target is to have young boys. So no pressures on him at all.
The Honorable Ignatius Bamfoni also on pressure beer emfa entu coach ne so na chinchi akwaje league na so no ne plan or se ne plan say or bomb say ebe dako na instructional start game na 11 players below the age of 20. Or see no plan any target. Now they can't just get there, a gradual process. Into Mugu so, ya mo yana kakakra, and on person many pressure bia. Ebe to coach is 8th. Ekwa si soro de baby obedi biano. Wamo okay at the Emano. Now me ko from poor manso Mayanga. And those days, me say na Kotoko ewo mayele akwesi apia. No more Mayanga. Na nyagro Kotoko ene Cameroon for be na kobo ball. And on pick your mutino from poor manso enye on a head coach. At the man so at weekend said the big official on the Ghana Premier League calendar. A Continental Club Masters Accra Hearts Oak. One more any BBN Gold Stars game. Ever so University of Ghana Stadium or no and not when you HM our that particular game and Persona from Pomans with team no already or more 3 away games. Our 3 difficult venues. One more called Pando, one more for draw, one more across Samates in St. James Sports Arena. Our summer boy, omo for draw. Wamo Bakumase, Nations FC Abrankase, omo for draw. Yebusa coach from Pomanso. What is the secret? Ayadi adiente, and away games are no she say. Mwakwa, Mulusubi.
Basics to do ultimately enya, and I'll let me build on it. Because our friend is saying, especially our away games, I don't expect it to be a ball in Homa. You try to press you high level and another one. So we here players without the ball on between Ayajuma. The whole is very important. Because away game, bonus said they will go home. No opponent no might sit back, so we will attack more. But in away games, it's like you also have to have players almost between without the ball, on between your close down spaces, almost between on the break, on between to also go on the offensive. So those are the a man of working. And so some money try say bit me but still I think that my results. So going forward I think that it may improve on that. It's possible to bit me my away wins sometimes. But it's all about the mentality.
That's a crowd here or power wins. So hey, coach the okay. When it has a game, it has a match in until was that a prayer away we yana has boy yana now a day preparations and I'm going to has game no no crane say has a full game this weekend no or more and extra training bia also no why you may too what the pressure got 2 months so and yes special training and the has why we kwana wakwa problem aba or say has a strong team nemum omo de womo a previous away match said omo si bono adwene omo de ko mindset no eno an omo de ko no makopɛ the needed resource at the FM and you say bia this week omo yes special training gidigidi bia anya sanete
as of focus they are almost strong side and what really gnoma team bien matches ni bien no abakato one and easy whether we go home and after go away now difficult games. So it's all about say psyche or boys no you bet my psyche or me as has the bed said Diana the bed said between about difficult games. So for me it's not about a house and baby be different. Yeah, quiet and one I perceive a bit excited. So now they say that somebody be and I say baby be and no we are keeping the focus and then one is going to the game.
I say omo keep your focus na omo nya bibi gidigidi bia adwene no mo de abo away matches no eno ano mo de room now nanu see ya na say da bi ye kokwa me opariado or ye kasamafu edema the Continental Club Masters Glorious Accra Hearts of Oak and ye bisa kwame your last 5 games moyɛ undefeated mo anhyɛ league na se yie na deɛ ɛna moyɛ yɛ a motumi ayɛ sadeɛ no wɔ sɛ hɛ after the opening 2 games ɔmodi nkuguo no stakeholders meeting ɛkɔ so players coaches management wɔn mo nyinaa ahyiaeɛ ɛna ɔmo ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ hɛ sɛ yɛankyɛngye the course of action na results na nsesa ne yɛkɔ so ɛdi nkuguo a ɛbɛyɛ dangerous ɛde ama Hearts of Oak ɔsɛ saa deɛ no ɛna make it trick no ɛde ama the Continental Club Masters.
Everybody understands that defeat. I mean, the first match, second match defeat. We all understand that that's not of Hearts of Oak. Incident nearby, and I say, you na yeshiem I mean, the players and the technical team are yeshiem wa. Obia one responsibility. Obia jumedia odino ehu here. Instead, so obia making sure say, nearby show sano. Obia na idea. And yes, obia na a defeat. Wow, show who quality so everything is there. Support to be here to say team news to them now. Everything to make sure that you live in a serene environment. You have good mind. Out of the Jumano. Maybe I the amount. Intinia can say, also by you on why Jumano. And all the Damians said, talent no will be that. When your manager and swa or Tia says, look, this is the direction I go. I see a 2 year book. Me and I shining crack. So, Obia Jitu say, you do pitch no swa. You chum. Enko the more the nko but echo enemy there as your boy you make sure say match be a book no be your focus should be that and see it me be papa bi e dey film ba
no ana ama house say enioma ekoye kwame opariado enwie ye o se yemfa ntodwa ne yanka che teams no moda house soro no say house da knife bebo a eti 8 teams na moda soro no oso monyimani a say amoda de monkoso nyimani na house na eba House na but said ye was started Concord no na house nka kakra wonum eba omoba no omo pick up fully a obia behu enioma house ebe de osre ene se achita for supporters no munta house achi pampe.
So we share your image any 9 points from 7 matches we can say you nya the good starter I expect but once again as you to say in football, they are very much encouraging and they say, oh, she team no match after match be a very much consistent in terms of performance. Once when you our team no so GDS say team no we a solid foundation and it will give you long-term success. So for us, yes, you shall see but once again competition in we wish them good luck. But yes, she team out there. See at ya. Say team na yes, she crack. It could do baby. And you be any beka yasem. Ubi abeka yasem mama. Because in say the players no, we have quality, we have dedicated players. Okay, coach near opposite the team achieve. I think that with the support of every single Phobian into the every beer no yakaze. Ejumano, nipa ba ku ntimi you hear the support of Hearts of Oak ni bia be bia. Let's put our shoulders to it and then through the support behind the team. Almost any don't be good anymore say that.
Ano kwame opariado finally o se nyame adoma game a eba on Sunday Bibiani Gold Stars game no ono kwame opariado o ye certain say Hearts of Oak dia on be defeat Bibiani Gold Stars. Gold Stars undefeated. Hearts be posted their first defeat at their momo season.
It will be a free horn, the performance extra and echo. Even though you had dreams, it was a good performance. And we are hoping that the be I had the end dreams match, you bet you also if you see that Namia Duma Miami Gold Stars. Then easy there, also Gold Stars, on that top, image, on my say, on my protected, image. Have respect for them. Do pitch also they are going to be different because you say, you say materials now you kitano, a bit my boy, and we have confidence in them.
No, I kwame opariado. My men for an inch, and I'm to as a Martin Kakari. I had to folk midfielder. Aquadana Epra, the year for the next 4 weeks. He will be on the sidelines. It's Aquadana thing at the Martin Kakari. Injured now. May you call Prosper Nete Ogum. Asante Kotoko here. Not me de Adako Jache. King's project in every. Now, my men says Prosper. Explaining also no our free hands to operate. Now, I enjoy. Working without interference. Was this again there? One person no, BB obey piano or explaining at the IMC no. Na always or your first selection at the money players for match day and on the philosophy at any club so or final or try so best idea.
Right from day one,
I mean, your engagement with the club and then what you intend to do will let whoever are the people behind you as management or board or whatever it is to give you that free hand to do your job. I mean, one, if you are honest and upright, you're on top of your job. I mean, you design your sessional plan and then you execute it. You show it to them, you execute it. I mean, you make sure that you are always engaging them to let them understand what you want to do. Once you do this, I'm sure any management or, I mean, any board will give you that liberty to work. It is when they realize that you yourself, you don't know what you are doing, then they will tell you that if you are a coach, they also know football. They have been following. So you have to convince them that you are on top of your job. Like, for instance, when it comes to player selection, you are fair. Those you think deserve to play, you put them out there to play. Once you are able to do all these things, I'm sure they will give you the freedom to do. I coach Ebusuan Dwarfs, Nana Batla, Nana Edu and Co. They never jumped into my work. I mean, sometimes as late as 10, 11 o'clock, I'll be on phone with Nana Batla and Nana Edu just to give them briefing of what happened. So they were in Accra and they were comfortable. Mr. Ansa will come, whatever he has to do in terms of our accommodation, our feeding, everything. We'll do all these things. So once they get to know that you are on top, I mean, they will give you the liberty to do. I was at Wafa, Mr. Brooking never interfered. I worked, I got the results, Elimina Sharks. So here too, it's the same thing. Nobody's interfering. All that I'm trying to let, I mean, you understand is that show that you are on top of your job.
I know I pronate okum na ketua bi prosper Ghanaian press ne social media ene ade omote so a ade na wo ye ade afa ho a u press no wo spending more time on social media and check football no say spend less time there but rest more. Coach a principle ni.
It's a very challenging one because the moment they leave the training grounds, they are on their own. I remember they are professional players, so they have the right to do things that will make them happy. And social media, I mean, presence is now key to players nowadays. So basically, what I do is that I try to engage them, to appeal to their conscience, to let them understand that it's good to be there, but they need to manage their time because as a player, you need a lot of time to rest.
I know I prosper nete ogum na prosper so nyintum ko say I as a Ghanaian coaches no o form ne ade na so dabi Ghanaian coaches are on the right path or more correct path or no both teams no check coaches I say obi esuade pa.
To me, the future of coaching in Ghana is bright only if those who attend the courses after the course try to stay with what they've gone to learn at the courses. You see, going to a course is one thing, and coming out to practice what you've gone to learn is another thing. What I see is that if you are a coach and you try to stay within your comfort zone, when you come across new information, it becomes very difficult for you to practice it. So if the upcoming coaches and those of us who are already in the system can be open-minded, can have an open and inquiring mind to be able to explore new things that they come across, new things within coaching in the country. I mean, I'm sure our future will be very bright. Because
I know the odi etwa now. Nana yankwa da kwajache na yemfansi etimame second training page ni video no. Ura wo se sie ya second training page no. Debia ye ka che se wamu gusu omo ye aha omo adua grass. Workers are on site. Omo ye ho adwuma. Ni nyina ekoso e wa da kwajache already. Training page no mo yaso training no e ho dada na enra na exclusively yemfan to just contractor eba site and a contractor last week we catch us ebi on my building ebi on my another training page enra contractor ne buy say a new training page and almost ebe na we artificial Astro turf enti enra womo ade car no mo twa anwa ebegu so now ebi ni eto mo twa anwa ade begu so ya anya agro and after mo start so mo level so ube say anwaka ayika na adwuma grade no na kochi my next picture ube say adwuma ena siwe enra ebra Kotoko team na training na adwuma ekoso na in fact adwuma na sase ansa team no eba ba sase training me pacho tie we information ana mde ma o construction of artificial turf ewo Asante kwa dakoja training dawo saa construction a ɛbɔ so yi maame mfa ntwa sɛ mpanyinfoɔ no decide sɛ ɛyɛ artificial ebia no ɛnyɛ the standard pitch size no ebia no anyɛ standard pitch size na mmom ɛyɛ artificial turf ɛna ɛba so engineer ɛnura odi ɛdɔm n'anim ɛde ɔmo ba adakɔda akye ne din ɛde engineer owusu supervising engineer ɛnura wɔno ɛna na ɛwɔ hɔ a ɔhwɛ ma adwuma no nyinaa ɛde akɔ so mepatwɛ the duration of project wei ɛyɛ 6 months bosome nsia nti yɛwɔ bosome bɛ October November December January February March akyɛ pae April na ɔmo awie artificial turf na ɔmo construct ɛwɔ adakɔda akye no mepatwɛ project no wɔn ɛna ɛtua wo ka. This project is fully funded by Opemso Oseto Bebio na Asante hene Kurowura Sante Kotoko hene na mimfo be sikyese wabusa ne boy yesen contractor abonobo bibia eti the money has already been given na why kase no mo yesa adwuma we ni Sir John Kotoko container project ni ho no mbeda eti omo de mattress ne omo ne omo nyina ba omo beda ho na omo so ya adwuma ente adwuma 6 months ana omo a promise so omo ede ebawie omo wie construction we ya afa the other side on omo ba level so na buildings na start enso aye adwuma awo adakojache Asante Kotoko wamo adakojache project no ana construction ti we aye after say omo de begu so no na omo a level so wie enwumre ni na omo level so nyina enso awia wamo create sa ade no na omo ba artificial turf ewo adakojache yamfa musi ene anopa yi Sir John to so ade ama haya akoma 87.9 FM. Me dey at Richard Sir Champo. Obetra FM Richardo Suarez Pepe. Me